professional clay maker in any scheme of light, but I have been playing with it for probably 6 months or so, just playing every now and then. It's been really nice for my mental health. Just a little play around and see what I can make. And when I started doing this, I did it with a friend and sort of I just let my mind wander and see what comes out of it. And I started making these little guys. So they're like, I don't know what they are. They're kind of like little robots, I guess. I started making them and making my own little creatures, and now I've started making these little guys, and they're little rock creatures of sorts. I don't know what to call them. So if anybody's got any name suggestions, please feel free to put them in the chat or in the comment box if you're watching this after the live. But these are my little rock guys, and they all have different expressions. This one has a mushroom, this one has a flower, and this one has a teensy tiny ladybug. And some don't have anything on them. It's this green stuff that's like their hair is the moss. This is a new little guy I made up today. He came out kind of looking a little bit like Pokemon, so maybe the colour choice wasn't the best there, but that's okay. So if anybody comes in, I'm just gonna chill and do my clay, but I thought this was another opportunity to come on. I haven't been on for a while. Say hello and do some creating while I'm at it, because I'm just gonna chill out anyway, so might as well do it with some friends if they want to pop in and see. So I'll make another one of my little my little rock guys. Now these are little. When I say they're little, they are little. What's a really good example for you? Oh, and at Christmas time I made some Christmas ones, and this is my little gingerbread man. I really like him. I think most people, if you're in the toy and miniature world, know what it's an adorable sizes. So they're about, I think in American they're about 2 inches tall. Let's have a look. Do I have a ruler handy? Do I have one handy? Probably not. Yes, I do. Okay, so they are in inches. Oh yeah, they're just like, they're not even 2 inches, are they? They're 1.5 inches. Okay, and for the rest of us, it is about 4 centimeters. Okay, that's how little the Adorables are, and they're small enough. So there's Geppetto, and these are my creations. So they are quite a bit. They're half that, so about 2 centimeters tall. I don't do them consistently the same size, as you can see. These ones here are they're all different sizes. So those are ones that I've baked recently, and these ones are ones that I've made today. They don't take too long to make, and it's just a fun little hobby really, but it's nice to do. Oh hi, welcome in friend. Just talking to myself in here because no one else is in here, so I thought, well, I'll just do my spiel anyway. I'm just making some little rock people. I don't know what to call them. Have you got any name ideas? These are my latest ones. He's got a mushroom and a flower and a ladybug. I don't know what to call them. They need a name. I've also done some really micro minis. I don't know what size this is, but he's tiny. He's a little dinosaur with a duck on his back. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. People will come in and watch it when they've got their time to. I like that feature about YouTube, that they can come in whenever they want and watch it, that time that works for them. Really like that feature. Hi Simple Guy, hi Coach Girl. I'm just playing around with clay. I am really new to clay, but I like just making things with my hands, and it distracts me from whatever else is going on in the world or in my life. So quite often I'm found making Lego, but Lego is becoming less and less of an affordable option at the moment. You've never done it, Coach Girl? I totally recommend it. I've had so much fun with it. So I have a friend called Casey who is in TikTok and just arrived over here too. Thank you. And she has been a really great support for me, learning what clay's good, and how to use it, and how to problem solve on some things that I've had problems with. She's been a really great support, so I've been very fortunate to have her around. And I actually started playing with it properly when I was at her place, when I visited California at the start of last year, and really enjoyed it. It's just one of those things that you can do and just fade the rest of the world away. So my latest creations are these little guys, and they're supposed to be stones. And this one's got a ladybug, this one's got a flower, this one's got a mushroom, but I don't know what to call them. I started out making these guys. So these little guys are I don't know, robots or something. I don't know. I don't have names for any of my creations. Just learning as I go. And I just sort of just like play with the clay and see where it takes me, you know. But I thought I'll pop on here, and while I'm doing them, people can kind of see what I'm up to. I tried to make this little guy today, but he turned out looking a little bit like a Pikachu, and I think that's the colour choice I made. So I may make another one another day, different colours. But thank you. I'm pleased you like them. I got these from, because these are really little, like, I need to keep adorable out for scale. They're really little. So these are the size of adorable for you. You can see the scale. And some of them are even smaller. So this is one of my really small ones. And there's a micro one that I've done, the little dinosaur with a little duck on its back. So I just kind of play around and escape. But I found these little eyes off Temu, and they've been fantastic, because I used to make my little eyes out of the clay. But I found these, and they have to be glass, because you're cooking the clay in the heat. But if you weren't cooking the clay and you were just sticking them on, it wouldn't matter. But I like to cook them in it, because then it stays in the clay. I'll give this little guy a wee face. I like to put a little bit of a hole where the eyes are going to go, just so that they can fit in there a bit. You thought it was Pikachu? It wasn't supposed to be, but he just really did come out like Pikachu. So maybe he was on my mind when I did it. I don't know. And then see how that just sort of sits in a little bit. So that means that the clay encompasses it. So when it's cooked, it's really stuck in there, and his eyes aren't going to fall out. I'm pleased you like it. Let's make this one a happy guy. And then the green bits is just like the moss on top. I'm not sure. I haven't done one on TikTok since before the blackout, and I thought that I would go back into a live there, but I don't know. I should. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm kind of a little bit put off after the blackout. Everything before the blackout, things were starting to get a bit filtered, but now after it seems like it's really intense filtering there. And I don't like that about it. And I'm really enjoying some of the features here on YouTube. So I'm not entirely sure which direction I would like to go on. I haven't made a decision on that yet. But yeah, it's a hard one at the moment, knowing what to do. And there seems to be less and less people using TikTok now too. You're finding that? I'm finding that there's a lot less people using the TikTok since the blackout. And people are getting frustrated because they can't gift and you have to go on the website, and they don't use Apple anymore, and it's just, I don't know, I think there's a lot of unknowns at the moment, a lot of uncertainty, and I don't even live in America, so it's hard to know what direction to go on. I'm quite enjoying it being here on YouTube. Yeah, it's just way quieter on there. Way quieter. I mean, even people like Nathan, he used to go every night, and he's now nowhere near as frequent. So it just goes to show that people are just not, people don't know how to access to get their gifts and things at the moment. So every time I'm in a live and people don't know, I'm trying to tell them how they can access them, because they're getting frustrated with that. And so because they're getting frustrated that they can't do the things that they want to do, that they would normally do, they kind of just don't do it. I honestly, in my opinion, feel like even though it is not TikTok's fault that this happened, that it has put some untrust there. He's over here too, yeah. I haven't seen him go live here yet though. I think the trust is going from being on here, especially after the blackout and things being really censored, and I think that they will I think that TikTok will probably end up phased out and something else will become the thing. I have a feeling. It's just my feeling, but I'm pleased you like them. Oops, I stuck an extra eye on him. We don't need an extra eye, thank you. There's another little guy. I feel like this little guy needs something poking out of his head, so I might give him a little something. Wee flower, maybe. Just so quick and easy to make, but they're just something I can just tune out everything else and just make my little guys, you know, and be happy. All right, mister, let's give you a wee stem. Where's my little thing? There it is, my little pokey tool. So I like to give that a wee hole to sit into, so the same thing as the eyes, so it's got something to stick into and is less likely to fall off. I know you can get some like liquid clay, so that when you put other clay bits on top of clay, it will stick and not fall off, because it's kind of like a glue. So I have to look into that, but you know, while I've got what I've got, I use what I've got. Right, should I do a mushroom? Maybe I'll do a mushroom. I just kind of make it up as I go along, but it's fun. It's really fun just to make it up. But these are my guys at the moment. I might make one of these guys soon, because they're also one of my favourite things to make. I started off making them. So I put them on, I put on like a ball of clay onto a tool like this, because it can make the hole for the stalk to go in, for one thing. For another, it'll hold it on there for me, so I can get some tiny bits of white, because I'm working in micro scale. So I get some tiny little bits of white, roll it up. I don't know if you can see, but that's a tiny bit of white, and it's still too big. So I can use them for the dots on my mushroom. I'll just make them just a little bit smaller. Cut them in half. This is just like, I think they're what, I can't remember what they're called, but scientists use them when they cut things to put on slides, so that you can see the stuff in the microscope. And I just poke it on there, and I got a little dot. And they're so good because you can use them to cut the clay. Man, there's so many creative people out there in that clay world. Like, I can't make those, you know how people make those designs that are in like a block, and then you cut them and you see all sorts of different things? I can't do those things. Hey, Spunky. Yeah, I'll do I will do it. I'm not overly keen on the old TT place at the moment. And there's not a lot of people on there. No worries, Coach Girl. You have a nice night, honey. Thank you for being in here. Yeah, Spanky, I'm not entirely sure what to do, to be honest. I haven't made a final decision yet, but yeah, it's hard to know. I've got the community over on TikTok, but then over here, people actually get to see me. You too, Coach Girl. Because in TikTok, I don't get pushed out. Thank you. Oh, garden cubes. It's a cute idea too. I don't know what to call them. I'm real stuck on what to call them. But they've just become my little thing. So I thought I'm going to make a couple tonight. Why not jump on and people can come back and watch it when they want to, which is what I love about in here, is that I can just do it whenever I can and then people can come back to it. Ooh, that's a cute name. I'm going to put 2 on this guy. I haven't done 2 yet. Let's be adventurous. I like the red toadstool. I think that looks quite cool. Also liked the blue. I might do a blue one on this one too. A few people have told me that they remind them of the stone trolls in Frozen, which I think is hilarious. Okay, and then some blue, because the blue looks really nice too. I have made teeny tiny snails. I made teeny tiny snails in my garden with the see what makes you think of them too. It's so funny. in my build with the milk truck, and the Miniverse milk truck thing that I did tiny snails in there. Sorry, I went off screen. I forgot that I'm supposed to be showing you what I'm doing. But I could make a teeny tiny snail to go on one of these guys. That's a good idea. I did teeny tiny ladybug. Here's my teeny tiny ladybug. He needs pupils, but here's my little ladybug. Snail's a really fun idea. I'll do that for the next guy. Thank you. And some more spotty dotty dotties. I made a tiny Stephen too. Here's my tiny Stephen. Oh. Okay, I need to make it a little bit smaller. I never know what I'm going to do with these things. It's just about doing them, really. But we call Seagull Stevens here. The girls and Liz and I. And I found a book for them when they were little. It's all about Stephen Seagull. So it's a bit of a running joke. And we call sheep Barbaras. That's a family joke too. Are you colouring, Spunky? Let's try and put that on there. Oh, he's so cute. He's got a little antennae. Okay, there you go, little guy. You got 2 little mushrooms growing on you. Oh, nice. I'm going to do mine tomorrow. I need to cut my paper to size. I've got some paper. I just need to you know, cut it down and do the thing. I'll get it in the post this week. Make them into a little paddle, like sit them in a little paddle. That's a cute idea. I like that too. Just gonna warm it up. I got a bruise yesterday, big bruise, and I have no idea how I excuse me, how I got it. No problem. Have a good sleep. Thank you for being in here. Kind of expected nobody to show up, to be honest, because it's early for me, but all the people I know, it's late. So it's nice to see you guys in here. That's a good idea. A little duck with it. Oh, I could do like a little resin pond and have them like around the outside of it. I did joke that I could make like a little Stonehenge too with these little guys. I thought that would be really funny. I'd do a funny little Stonehenge, would be fun. Okay, let's give you some little toes. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? I might have to do it, I think. Do a little Stonehenge. Did you see my micro one? I did dinosaur with a duck on his back. He's so tiny. But here's my little micro one. So you know how small my little things are. That's how small he is. Oh, next to adorable. This is my micro dino with a duck on his back. Isn't he cool? I thought he was done. There's another little character that I made up one day too. There's this guy. He's super derpy. He's super crazy. He's nuts. Oops, I put a foot on his head. I don't want a foot on his head. He reminds me of the Muppets. Okay, I've got some feet. I've got a head. I've got a wee angle, and I'm going to put a snail on there, and then I need to put some eyes in here. Let's do Spunky's favourite bit, put some eyes on this creature. Jabba jab. All right, little guy, I need to give you some moss and a snail. Boop, boop. What about you, Spunky? Have you moved over here? I can't remember if I've seen your videos on here or not. I'm trying to keep up with everyone that's over here. Yeah, you did. You did come over here. Are you going to do a live over here? I haven't completely moved. I'm just trying not to be silly about it, because I think TikTok's probably on its way out if things don't get sorted. I mean, people are being censored so bad on there right now. And I don't think it's silly to have another platform. And honestly, in all honesty, I reach so many more people here than I do on TikTok. You're not sure? You should give it a go. It gets saved on your profile and you choose when you want it to go public, and then people can watch it when they want to. Yeah. Keep it going. Like, I'm not leaving TikTok. I just think, especially late nights in here is quite good for me, because in TikTok, my my main people that follow me are in America. So you're all asleep at this time of the night. But it's only 7:45 at night for me. So being able to be on YouTube at 7:45 and reach people from other parts of the world is good, because in TikTok it will push me out to the people that I interact with the most, right? So yeah, just trying to be smart about it. There's no real plans, to be perfectly honest. I mean, if it all goes to kaput, I'll be fine. I can still do my crafts. I've still got my friends. It's not that huge of a deal. Life will move on, you know, but all right, little guy, we're going to try and make a snail for you. So we need like a snail colour for the bottom, and I had one out. Where has it gone? What did I do with it? I had a real good snail colour out, and it's gone, unless one of my kids has moved it, which is actually probably the most likely answer. So I'll get another one out, because they have sticky little fingers when it comes to coming in here. You should give it a go, Spunky, and see who you reach. No problem. Have a good night. Enjoy your movie. And I'll definitely post you a little picture. I'll see if I can make this little guy. He's going to be tiny. Okay. We need about that much of it. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so we need a wee bit of a shape for a wee tail. So flatten it out a bit, and then we've got the wee head up here, so we want to round that up a bit at the head. Oh, this is so hard to show you what I'm doing because it's so tiny, but I shall do my best. So round at the top, flat at the bottom. It's like it's got a little tail. I don't know what you call that. It's not a tail, is it? Because it's, I don't know, do you call it a tail? Okay, what colour are we going to make our snail? That's the next question. Because really, these are in a fantasy land of wonder, and it could be any colour we like. So maybe we could go a little bit crazy. I think we might go a little bit crazy. Maybe I'll do like a, we could do a metallic snail. So I was very kindly gifted for Christmas these, and it's a whole bunch of Sculpey metallics. Let's do a metallic one. These look like so much fun, and they're sparkly. Oh, get it open. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, I like this one. Let's do that one. I know it's not a crazy colour, but I love these sparkles. They're so pretty. So my friend Casey, who I was talking about, that helped me with, or has and still is, helping me when I have questions for clay. Doesn't want to open. Sent this to me for Christmas. Super excited. When I opened this, I squealed, because who doesn't like sparkles for a start? Sparkles are wonderful, and then to have sparkles in my clay, extra amazing. So I'm very, very excited for this. Okay, so we only have a teeny tiny snail. So we only have the tiniest bit, which seems ridiculous, but it's okay. Oh, it's so pretty. The sparkles are really nice. Okay. I'm going to start losing light here soon, so I may need to stop shortly so that you can see what I'm doing. And we are going to do a little roly roll. Roly, roly, roll. Oh, it's a bit crumbly. I need to give it a... Hang on. I need to do what they call condition it and give it a good squish and a squash until it feels a bit better, because it's a wee bit crumbly. I didn't think about that before I did it. My other ones that I've got are a cheaper clay and they don't need that so much. Okay, here we go. And we roll it out into a little sausage shape. And then we need to use a little tool because my hands are not as teeny tiny as the teeny tinies that I'm working with here. And I'm going to try and roll it so it looks like, oh wait, oh, this is going to be fiddly. So it looks like a little snail's shell. Doing this with the camera in my face. It's a little bit tricky, but we can do this. We got this, we got this. Whoa, whoa, it's starting to work. Because for some reason, I like to do things on the teeny tiny scale. Probably because I like to collect teeny tiny things. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I'd like it a little more curled in, so I'm going to try and curl it in just a little bit more, which is really just me being picky. Here we go, here we go, look. That looks like a little shell for a snail, if I did say so. Okay, and then we're going to put that on top of the little back that we have here of our snail. Spunky, this was quite the challenge, but I really like your challenge. Okay, we've got the snail and the shell is attached. Okay, not too bad. I squashed it just a teensy bit, but I can squash it back. Here we go. And let's just fix that little... Oh, it's hard to do this and keep it in focus. Sorry, guys. Just fix that little tail a wee bit because I want to see the tail. Give me 2 seconds. Just flatten that down a wee bit. I'm hoping you can see. I'm sorry, it's so tiny that it is actually really hard to show on camera. I'll try and zoom in. And that's as far as I can go. So let's see how that works for you. Okay, and let's just try and bring out that little tail there. Here we go. Right, we can see a little snail. And now it needs some tiny little... Oh, don't you go running away. He needs some tiny little antennae, so we'll give him some tiny little antennae. Holy moly. I will give him eyes, but they will wait until after he has been cooked, because I will have to put them on with a pen, otherwise it's going to look a little disastrous. But I think I'll use black for his little antennae, so I'll get a little bit of black. I don't have any tiny pieces out. Hi Amanda, how are you? I'm just chilling in here. I was going to make some clay anyway, so I've just popped on just to have a wee chat. Some people are popping in just every now and then, like you, and I'm saying hi, but you know, mostly just talking to myself because it's YouTube and people come in and they go and then they watch it when you've posted it up when they've got their time, which is cool. Okay, so I'm going to put in some little antennae, which is just a little bit of the back rolled up. I'm zoomed in as far as I can go. I don't know if this is going to keep its antennae because this is actually really small. Actually, what I'm going to do is a little trick that I did with the ladybug. Pick a piece of clay. It is about twice the length that you want. And then what you do, the snail is so tiny, it's ridiculous, Amanda. It's so micro tiny. Okay, so I'm going to stand him up because, look, he's had too much to drink last night or something. He's It's fallen over. And then put that in the middle there, like that. And see, that's sticking on. And then I can go flip up and flip up. Come on. Here we go. And now we've got, oh, you didn't even see me doing it. Thank you, Amanda. I'm trying to come up with a name for them. And then you flick them up and flick them up. And then I've got a little snail. Look, Spunky, that is the tiniest snail I've ever made in my entire life. This was a challenge. But we made one. And so he's going to go onto this little rock guy. And I think I want him so that we can see him properly, because he was an effort. Yeah, we want it the other way, because the other way he's got his better shell. Here we go. Here we go. This little rock guy has now got, oh, Pebble Pals. I like that. That is actually probably my favourite name I've heard so far. Pebble Pals. Just making sure he's really stuck in there. And then when he comes out, of being baked, I'll put little eyes on the side of his face. So he will have some eyes. But there's my little snail on my little Pebble Pal. I really love it. That's really cute. Pebble Pals. Okay, Pebble Pals it is, I think, guys. Hey, Pebble Pals. So there we go. Now we've got one with a little snail. So we've made one with a snail. With these ones are the cooked ones, so we know about these ones. With tonight, though, so far, we've made one with a snail and one with 2 mushrooms on his head. And I tried to make a fun little character today, and I chose yellow because yellow is my favourite colour. That was the only reason why I did yellow, and I ended up making something that looks like Pikachu. So I might have to try him again in a different colour. Oh, I love my little snail. Spunky, that might have been a challenge, but it was a good one. I love it. I love it. He's so cute. This teeny tiny little snail. He's not impressed, but that's okay. He's cute. Okay, that's tiny too. Like, that's tiny. Like, where's adorable? Where is my adorable? There's my adorable. That's how tiny that is. And I made that little snail. There's a tiny snail. I'm impressed with that. And my smallest before that was this little dinosaur with a little duck on his back. And that's smaller than the duck. I know! How did it come out as Pikachu? But oh well, now we've got Pikachu. I did make a Dobby once. I made Dobby, and he's pretty cute. Okay, let's make a little Pebble Pal. I really like that name, Pebble Pal. I saw somebody making little miniatures, and they were making little blister packs for them to go in, and they made their own little graphic design backing board, and then they had plastic blister to go over the top of it, and it was so cool. So guess who's that goal is now? To make little blister packs for these things. But how fun would that be? Have a little blister pack, and inside would have a little Pebble Pal. I love it. I'm sticking with that name, Amanda. I really like it. Pebble Pals. Oh, you guys have all fallen over. Yeah, I can't believe that turned into Pikachu. To come up with something else for my little monsters. Alright, some little feet. Stick on there. Oh, those feet didn't go quite to plan, but that's okay because they are little stones and they aren't supposed to be even. They're supposed to be a little bit funny because, you know, nature is not symmetrical. There's a little smile. And some eyes. These eyes are the best find I ever found. They have saved me so much fiddling around with this clay. And they instantly give me a little face. There's little toes. Oops. Oh, did I just squash you? Oops, a days. Let's just fix you. Oh, that made his face look cute. Let's see if we can fix that. Boop. Look at that. Ah, that's fun. That's a fun face. I like that. That's cute. Okay, let's put some little bits of moss on his head. He's a happy little guy. I give him a flower because he's looking very happy. First one of these I made, I just put one colour of the moss with one colour of green, but then I realised it needed a little bit more of something, and I added another colour and it looked really cool. So he's only got 2 on his, but then I started adding 3 and I'm really happy with 3. I could add another colour of green if I wanted to. I'm quite happy with the 3. I think it looks good. Welcome into those that have just arrived. Okay, and then we're going to give that a little bit of a pokey poke. Where is my poke? Oh, there it is. So that it starts to look a little bit moss-like. And I've got to make it so that you can actually see. Sorry, I zoomed out so that you could see the other stuff, and I forgot to zoom back in again. Thank you. Okay, look, there we go. There's that happy smiley face. I'm just going to fix it up just a touch. He's such a happy guy. He needs a flower. Woo, come back here. Okay, so we need to put a little hole in his head. Now, don't worry, he can't feel it. He hasn't come to life yet. We've got to give him a tiny little lobotomy so that we can fit this flower stem in there. Okay. Well done, little guy. You survived. Oh, it's so weird. See, my finger's up so close. Okay, and then I need some clay for his little stalk. I'm going to probably stop doing my live in about 5 minutes because my children will be heading off to bed very shortly. They've had their first day back at school today. And they both had a wonderful day. But they're going to be very tired by the end of the week. Well, this is the end of the week really, isn't it? They've only got one more day to go. But next week they're going to be really tired. So try and make the most of having a semi-happy children this weekend before it all hits them next week. But they had a great day today. Okay, what colour should we do the flower? Maybe we could do purple. I haven't done purple on these things yet. I've got a nice purple here. I did squash those feet. I need to fix those feet. I'll do that later because it's going to bother me. Okay. We need some tiny little pieces of clay. Roll them up. See, they're even too big, but we can start there and then move from there. Okay, and then cut them in half at least. Picking off small pieces of clay. This stuff's really soft. It's because it's just cheap clay for the most part. I've got some more expensive stuff mixed in, but this stuff for the most part is really cheap stuff, and so as a result, when I try to pick it off, it's just so sticky that it just sort of, it's hard to get this really small piece. It's much easier with the with the more expensive stuff, but you know. You know. We go with the flow. Oh, I stuffed that up. Okay, let's do that one again. Working in tiny tinies makes it tricky. Not as good as Bean. Gosh, she's amazing with that clay. She's working with different clay, but you know, she's incredible with that stuff. She's just like a master. And then Casey, she works with this clay, and she's just amazing what she does with this stuff. All comes with time though, right? All comes with time and practice. And these are my little made up little pals, so they can look like however I want them to. It doesn't matter. No one knows what they're supposed to look like, because not even I know what they're supposed to look like. They just come out as they do. Okay, what have I got? That's flowerish-ish. My words are not good. Kind of flower-ish. Now that my kids have gone back to school, next week I will be much more involved in what everybody else is doing, because I will have the time to do so, which would be nice. I'll go back to my little community of people. I will miss them, but I'll be back to being able to have some time with my people, because I have missed that a lot. Okay, and then we're going to put that. It looks like such a mess in the camera, but I promise you it's so tiny you cannot see that with your naked eye. Oh, I'm moving the camera while I do it, sorry. I'll try and put that, I need to zoom out a little bit, on top of the little stem over here. Okay, I'm just going to do it with my fingers because it's been awkward. On you go. Here we are. Now that's on there. Because it's so little, it should stay standing up, and then I just need to put a little middle inside. Whew. Oh, that's actually I like you. Okay, we need to put a little what do you call it, stamen or something in the middle of this thing. I'm gonna put a pink one in the middle. Or should I do orange? No, I'm gonna do pink because I've got a fluorescent-y pink here, and it will look cool, that pop of colour. Okay, and I'll just chop this a little bit into a tiny little bit. And I'm going to try and give that a little bit of texture, so I'm going to stabby stab it. Where is my stabby stabby? You can't even see what I'm doing. And that's still too big. Thank you. A little bit smaller. You should get your dragon soon too. Casey's got it all there. It's just a matter of when she's able to post it. She's been very busy over Christmas with her family with her, but I think she's intending to in the next couple of weeks. So you should get your dragon soon, because she's in California too, so it shouldn't take too long. Ugh, that didn't work very well, did it? Okay, let's try and stop moving the camera, it would be good. Let's try and get that into the middle, so at least it looks slightly like a flower. That is funny. So he's there, he's safe. He's been there since just after Christmas, but she's had family in town with her for a while. She's only just sort of settled down, and then she got sick, so she's just coming back to normal life now and intends to send them all out soon. So it's there, it's safe, it's just got to get posted from her to you. Okay, now I'm going to fix those feet, because those feet are actually going to drive me something wicked. So there's just a little bit of surgery for you, young man. A little bit of surgery. Put some little feet on there. Yeah, she's feeling much better, which is good. I actually forgot what I'd sent some people, so it's going to be fun watching everybody open up what I sent. She opened hers up on her live on Monday, or my Tuesday, but your Monday. And that was funny because it's like, oh yeah, I forgot I made that for you. Made so many things since. I don't think I've made a dragon since either. I sort of got back into making my little guys. I was going to make a wee robot guy tonight too. I might do that next. Then I'll finish up because I like making my robot guys. Okay, there we go. One new little Pebble pal. He's so cute. There's a big flower for a little guy. And he's got a piece of hair that I can't see in real life, but can on the camera. So I'll figure that out and get that off before I chuck him in the oven to cook. There he goes. So there's the three we've made tonight. They're pretty cute. Okay, let's make a little robot-y guy. I might, what colour? I might do a navy one. No. Let's do a metallic one because we pulled out that cool metallic today. And we'll see what that looks like. Here's a little robot guy. I reckon this will be pretty cool. This needs a bit more conditioning. I think it's a bit of an older clay, but we can do it. I should bring out all of my little... Wait, these are my cooked ones. Oh, this is crumbly in my hands. I just need to squish it a bit. Nice ones. Here's a little owl. I made a wee owl. Here's my first go at a proper owl, and I mean, it's not bad for a first go. You can tell he's an owl, so you know that's always a bonus. My little mushroom. He's a big mushroom for me. And a little froggy. That looks like he's licked that frog. I think he licked a leaf that he wasn't supposed to because he's looking rather happy with life there. Yeah, here's another little robot guy. No point me showing you and I can't even see, huh? There we go. Okay, little froggy, up we go. Doesn't he though? Look at those eyes. He licked a leaf somewhere. Okay, we need a head, and we need some arms and some legs, and we need a body. I like this metallic. This is cool. So sparkly. Look at the sparkle in there. Ooh. This is primo too. Casey sent this to me for Christmas. It's so sparkly. I'm surprised she didn't want to use it because it's nice clay. It just needs a little bit of extra squish, but once you've done that, it looks good. That's what we used on our snail, so the snail's a bit sparkly too. Maybe the frog licked a mushroom. That's what we're going to say happened. The frog licked a mushroom. And it was a very good mushroom. And it made him feel very nice about life. Okay, we have a body. Oh, I like that sparkle. Let's make a little head. This is another little robot guy I made too. He's got a slightly rounder head. I like him. My sister gave my kids some money to spend at Christmas time. So Lucy's been really interested in the clay because I've been doing it. And so she got herself some clay and asked me to build with her one day. So I built that little guy. bit more. Hey, this almost matches Mater. Oh yeah, we can try and make Mater. He's the best. Oh, excuse me. I don't normally live from this space, and it's a bit darker here because I'm not next to the window. And it's also 8:15, so, you know, night time's starting to set in. It's getting darker earlier now. Ugh. It was about 9:30, now it's probably about 9 o'clock. Okay, we've got a little head. It seems to be a roundish head too, so there we go. That's what he's turning out like. We need some more clay, so let's give this a little squishy squish. I made a moon too. I think he turned out quite cool. I think next time I make one of these, I'll put some glow in the dark something on them so you can glow in the dark. You can get glow in the dark clay actually. I should find some of that and make one of those as a glow in the dark moon. I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, let's make some little feet. So I do the feet just the same as I do with my little, what did we call them? What did we call those little rock guys? What did you name them? I've forgotten it already. It's just the same as those, just a little round ball on the end of the body. And another one. Okay, and then we'll do some little pebble pals, just like the pebble pals. I need to write that down. Pebble pals. That's what they're going to be called now. I love it. My little pebble pals. And now I try and do like a little sausage for the little arms. I feel like I could come up with like a catchy tune for the Pebble Pals. Like an 80s jingle for the Pebble Pals. Maybe I need to talk to Grimmy about that. We never did get his #1 hit, did we? He never sent it through. Might have to have a go at him for that too. This one doesn't seem to stick together so well, so I might have to have a play. Oh, see, the head came off. That's not good. We don't want to be hitting in the live. Apologise. Be hitting in the live. Atrocious. Absolutely outrageous. Okay, all arms. It's a bit too big. I'm going to go slightly smaller. Pebble pals, pebble pals. We all like the pebble pals. When you're feeling low, bring out a pebble pal. Pebble pals. I don't know. I'll come up with a little jingle. Okay, let's put some little eyes on this guy. Boop, bitty boop, boop, boop. And a little smile. Sorry for moving the camera. It's right under me and sometimes it's a bit hard not to knock it. I'm going to have to play with this clay a bit more because that's definitely a different texture to what I'm used to. Okay, now let's put some eyes on him before he gets too freaky because that looks a little scary. So let's give him some eyes. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Ooh, out of focus. Focus, camera, focus. It's one job you've got to do. Definitely a little bit harder to work with, but it might be that I just need to learn to condition it a little bit more. Here we go. I'll just fix that little mouth a bit. Pebble pals, pebble pals. Okay, and then we need to give him a little heart because I like to give them little hearts, and I'll give him a little silver heart. So the way I do a heart, I mean, like I said, I am nowhere professional at this. This is not something I can tell you how to do things because fully I just make it up as I go along. But I just do like 2 little mini sausages like this, and then I put them together like this, end to end, and then I just kind of play around with it a bit. See, it looks like a heart already. So I just sort of squash and squish, flatten out a bit where it needs to go. These silicone brushes are great for this clay. It just gently moves things where you need it to go. And then I use this tool to lift it up, and then I grab them and I stick it on, either to the side or in the middle, depending on what I'm feeling at the time. This guy's getting it sort of a little bit on both. And when it's on there, I do my final touch-ups so that it looks the way I want it to. He's got a really big heart, this guy. But it's actually kind of suits him. Okay, and then I like to sometimes give them like little antenna things at the top. So I'm going to give him that because I'd like a little bit more silver in him just to bring that silver in. So I'm going to put a little bit of a wee bop in his head. So look away if you get squeamish because he needs a little lobotomy. There we go. See, he's fine. He's fine. Doesn't even know. He has no idea, okay? He's absolutely fine. Didn't cry, did he? Didn't make any noises. He was fully unaware of what just happened. Okay, and then we can put this into his little hole on his head. Whoops. See, now I'm dropping him afterwards. He's okay, I promise. Put that in there, and then I know the clay will be around it when it dries and cures in the oven. And that will hold it in there, so it shouldn't go anywhere. And then, unless you're particularly rough, and then you can snap it off. But if you do, super glue is your best friend. Give it a little, it's a bit big, but kind of like that is a bit big. That's kind of cool. It's just something a little different. So there we go. That's what happened with him. He's a cool little guy. All right. Thanks to those that came in and saw it while I'm live, and thank you to those that have decided to watch it afterwards and have watched this far. These are the 4 little guys we made. They were fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm particularly happy with my little snail, so thank you for the challenge for making my snail. I like that it did 2 mushrooms on one too. That was quite fun. So now we are going to call these guys, they're officially called Pebble Pals. So I'm happy we have a name for them. That is quite the achievement today because I have been thinking for the last couple of days what I'm going to name them. So thank you, Amanda. She has now named them the little Pebble Pals. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll hopefully see you all on my next time. Okay, bye-bye.